2 long, restless days passed without a word from Michael. Each morning I woke up hoping to hear his voice, to receive some proof, some explanation, anything that could ease the growing ache in my chest. But my phone stayed silent. I tried calling him again, but each time, his calls went straight to voicemail. I left messages, my voice trembling as I asked him to please call me back, to tell me the truth. Still nothing. I reached out to his close friends, hoping they might know what was really going on. But their answers were vague, uncertain, as if they too were kept in the dark. "Michael's fine," one said, but the tone didn't match the words. Another friend avoided my questions altogether. I started to feel a gnawing worry that maybe Michael was hiding something, or worse, that something worse was happening to him. But what? And why wouldn't he tell me? The house, once filled with laughter and life, now felt heavy and empty. The silence pressed down on me like a thick fog. One afternoon, and I went into the kitchen to make my usual cup of coffee. It was a small ritual that helped keep me grounded. As I reached to wipe the kitchen table, something caught my eye. There, on the white tablecloth, was a dark coffee stain shaped almost like a heart. Nearby, faint, blurred words peeked through the ring of the stain. Curious, I bent down, pulling out my reading glasses. I leaned in closer and saw it wasn't just a random stain. It was smeared over a piece of paper, some kind of document. I carefully picked it up, unfolding the crumpled edges. It was a bank statement. My eyes scanned the numbers, searching for something familiar. Then I saw it. A large transfer, $150,000 sent just 2 days ago. My heart stopped. How could this be? I thought Michael said he didn't have any money, that he was desperate and needed help. But here was proof that he had received a huge sum. Just days before he called me, I sat down heavily, clutching the paper as if it would explain everything. The truth was becoming clear, and it was crushing. Michael hadn't told me the truth. He had lied. But why? What could be worse than losing everything? I felt a mixture of anger and sadness. Was he trying to hide something from me? Was he ashamed? Or was there a deeper secret I didn't know? For the first time in a long time, I didn't know what to believe. The person I trusted most in the world had betrayed me. And now, I had to decide what to do next. The moment I found that bank statement stained with coffee, I knew I couldn't pretend everything was okay anymore. My heart was pounding, a mix of hurt, confusion, and a desperate need for answers. I called Michael immediately. The phone rang, and my hands trembled. When he finally answered, his voice was cautious, almost afraid. "Michael, I need to talk to you," I said, trying to keep my voice steady but firm. There was a pause on the other end. "Mom, what is it?" he asked. "I found the bank statement, the one showing you received $150,000 just days ago. Why did you lie to me? Why say you needed money when you already had it?" Silence, then a shaky sigh. "I didn't know how to tell you, Mom. I was scared. I didn't want you to worry or think less of me," he confessed. Tears welled up in my eyes. "Scared of what, Michael?" "I made a terrible mistake. I invested in a risky business and things went south. The money I received was a loan from a friend, not enough to cover everything. I panicked and lied because I didn't want you to think I was a failure." His words shattered my heart and filled it with sorrow. I took a deep breath, fighting back my own tears. "Michael, you are my son. I don't want you to lie or hide things from me. If you're in trouble, we face it together. I'm here for you, not to judge, but to support." We talked for hours that night, the distance between us shrinking a little with every honest word shared. I told him that, While I couldn't just give him the money without understanding the full picture, I wanted to help him rebuild step by step, truth by truth. It was the hardest conversation I've ever had, but it was also the start of something new, of fragile hope. The next days were filled with planning. Michael reached out to his business contacts, his lawyer and accountant, showing me the truth he had hidden before. Slowly, trust began to rebuild. I learned that sometimes even the people we love most can feel scared to show their weaknesses. But honesty is the foundation of healing. Looking back, I realized this experience taught me more about love and family than any perfect moment ever could. It showed me that love isn't just about giving money or solving problems. It's about being present, listening, forgiving, and believing in each other. Even when the truth is hard. My son needed me that day, not just as a bank, but as a mother. And I'm proud to say, I was there for him. I never imagined a single phone call could shake the ground beneath me. My name is Sophia. I'm 62 years old, a mother who raised her only son with all the love and care in the world. But sometimes, even love isn't enough to keep the family together. It was a quiet Sunday afternoon. The sun was shining softly through the curtains, and I was sitting in my favorite chair by the window. Outside, birds chirped happily, children played down the street, and life felt peaceful. I was folding laundry, humming a song from my youth, and thinking about how grateful I was for the calm after many years of struggle. Then, the phone rang. I looked at the screen. It was Michael, my son. My heart jumped. He rarely called during the day, so I picked up immediately. Mum. His voice was tense, urgent. I need your help. I need $155,000 by tomorrow. It's an emergency. $155,000. I sat down hard, nearly dropping the laundry. My mind raced. Why would Michael need such a huge amount of money, and so quickly? Michael, what happened? I asked, trying to keep calm. He told me a story about a business deal gone wrong. He had invested a lot of money into a startup, but the company was on the verge of collapse. If he didn't act fast, he'd lose everything: his savings, his home, his job, his reputation. I can't let that happen, Mom, he said desperately. Please, I need the money. Tears welled in my eyes. I wanted to help. I wanted to save my son from disaster. But $155,000 was a fortune, money I had spent years saving for my retirement and emergencies. Giving it to him without proof felt like stepping off a cliff into the unknown. Michael, I said gently but firmly, this is a huge amount. You have to understand. I can't just send that money without proof. Can you show me any documents? Talk to your lawyer or accountant. Anything that proves this is real. His voice faltered for a moment. Mum, I don't have time. It's urgent. Please trust me. That trust was exactly what I needed, and I had to see it. I'm sorry, Michael. I love you. But I need to know this is real before I send you that kind of money. His voice grew cold. I don't have time for this. If you don't help, don't call me again. And then he hung up. I sat there, stunned. The phone slipped from my hand, and tears spilled down my cheeks. How could the son I raised with so much love speak to me that way? I spent that night tossing and turning, my mind full of questions. Had I done something wrong? Was I not supportive enough? Or was something else going on? The next morning, I waited for him to call back with proof, with explanations, with anything. Days passed. Silence. And with that silence, a seed of doubt took root in my heart.